points now tonight. Prince dishes to Smith. Takes a big high pass and goes in.
And they have to mix it up defensively. That was just too easy.
Lost in the pass to Dent. He feeds it to Favors. Right side kicks to Favors. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep. Yeah, you got that right, Kevin. He's such a reliable finisher.
Passes it to Dent. Pulls it up. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Close game as we wrap up the second quarter. Utah out in front, up by 4. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. It's been one outstanding game so far from Alec Burks.
Seemed like he made everything he got. I mean, anytime he had an open look, he took advantage of the opportunity there in that first half.
And Steve, they were all good looks. I mean, his shot selection has been terrific throughout the game.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball.
Some fantastic numbers for Burks. He's got 14 points. He's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of three-pointers.
Well, the defenders have that in the back of their minds now, too, so they're going to close out on him quicker. That should allow him to use the drive if he wants.
They've got Vucevic. Carlos Boozer out there with Wilson Chandler. Then there's Oladipo. And it's Berea in at the 1 spot. That's Byron Scott's 5 as we get into the second half. The Jazz shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Well, they were 75% free throw shooting a season ago.
Yeah, as a group, really a dismal year for them from the line last season, guys.
And Pekovic gets the whistle that time. Here is Berea. And Oladipo kicks to Vucevic. Out to Chandler. Goes back up. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Chandler's got 13. Utah's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. And Pekovic throws it down. Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D, I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here, because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides.
They've clearly been the better team on the glass, but it hasn't necessarily translated to the scoreboard yet.
But you feel like it's going to reward this team at some point. They've got to continue to maintain the energy.
Lakers trail by 4.
You know, one thing you like when you look at this young Jazz team is the size that's already in place there. Not only size, but good, young, strong players that have some athleticism. And that'll serve you well when you do make your way to the playoffs, because it allows you to play in playoff-type basketball, which is usually more physical and played more in the half court. I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
Here's Cantor. Stolen by Boozer. Berea dishes to Chandler. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Chandler playing very well. He's got 13 points and the 1 steal.
Wilson Chandler, a versatile forward, Steve, in his 7th season out of DePaul.
I like him, Kevin. I mean, he's strong enough to play inside, quick enough to guard on the perimeter, and then he's got that three-point range on his shot. So, very versatile player.
Tobias Harris is checked in for Utah. Alec Burks comes in for Daniel Green.
And Wilson Chandler, 2 seasons now removed from hip surgery, showing no ill effect last season as he started at the small forward spot in the place of the injured Danilo Gallinari.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Right side comes in for Nikola Pekovic. And it's Lawson in for Luke Ridenour. Here's Oladipo. And he goes in for the dunk. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
One heck of a game. I mean, guys, this has been outstanding in terms of the effort that both sides have been able to put on.
Looking over there at Steve. He's enjoying every second of it,
Yes,
Mark.
yeah, me too. Man, this has been great, guys. The fans getting their money's worth here. Both teams just playing so hard. What you like about Chandler, an inside-out scoring threat, and he's an explosive finisher around the rim, too, with shooting range that stretches out beyond the arc.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Thomas Robinson, once the number 5 pick in 2012, but he's bounced around a bit in his young career. He said, I'm not going to play the victim. I'm a grown man. I didn't come into the league with the right mindset, but it's a good thing. It matured me as a person. It humbled me. I just have to play with emotion and make people know I'm on the court. Guys?
Yeah, with his hard-charging style of play, it makes sense. Thanks, Doris. Burks, the pass to Cannon. Stolen by Boozer. Here is Barea. Burks covering. Barea kicks to Vucevic. Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist. And it's an 8-point Laker lead. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort to the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And another thing they're doing is really taking advantage of fast break opportunities, scoring some easy baskets.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Boozer dishes to Barea. Chandler goes in. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Chandler's got 9 points now in just the second half. Utah calls timeout. And as with any timeout at this point of the game, important to go over the strategies that are working and those that are needed in terms of adjustments. And, of course, the opportunity, guys, to get hydrated with Gatorade before coming back out of the floor. We've seen some good action so far, and there's more of it to come.
Yeah, this game has been physical. It's been fast. It's been high-paced. So anytime you're in a situation like this where it's really a hard-fought game, critical to keep yourself hydrated throughout.
And here is Los Angeles now after the miss from Nikola Pekovic. Now here's Burks. 14 points for him. Here's Favors. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Derek Favors, a really nice fit in Utah. Tough, has a low-key, low-maintenance personality. Doesn't seem to get bothered by attention and accolades. All he does is work.
Well, Derek Favors still developing offensively. He's trying to refine his post game and his shooting touch, but the potential is still there.
That's how you make it happen, guys. Ball pressure and then a run out.
And those are the kind of plays that will turn that deficit into a lead quickly. So solid defense on the ball, that's the key.
Here is Barea. And for Favors, most of his shots, Clark, coming around the rim.
Yeah, strong offensive rebounder. He can use his imposing physique to overpower a lot of defenders.
Into Pekovic. In the corner, it's Harris. Lawson has the open look. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. And now just a 1-point Los Angeles lead. Out to Chandler. This is to Vucevic. And he uses the glass on the layup. Vucevic has got 12.
You got to like his shot selection today. He set a good example for the rest of his teammates.
Lawson kicks to Harris. Burks the pass to Favors. It's stolen by Barea. And here's the break. Here's Chandler. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. And he can't get the first one. Well, we all know the Lakers in transition. Ownership passed down to the next generation in early 2013. And for the first time in L.A., Clark, a bit of uncertainty in that leadership situation.
Yep, a few cracks starting to show their partner, Laker great Magic Johnson, airing his concerns with some of the decision-making. Disharmony, not quite sure of who's going to run things, and injuries as well. Just a lot didn't go the way the Lakers had hoped or wanted it to.
And as hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan should be simple. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
The jump hook. That one rolling around and runs out. Now here's Oladipo. Burks covering for the 3. Chandler. Jazz trail by 6 to the inside. Here's Harris. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
What an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender, giving up so much size, there's no way he's going to get a hand on it.
Utah's gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Burks dishes to Favors. And he makes good on the layup. Now just a 2-point Los Angeles lead.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Well, that's important because this game, I think, is going to be decided by who controls the paint in crunch time.
Timeout called the Lakers.
Alec Burks, really known as a slasher coming into the NBA out of Colorado. His outside shooting was questioned, but he's put in the work. And he's become a solid 3-point shooter. Still young, he's only going to get better and better.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers. Utah also making some changes. Cantor checked in for Nikola Pekovic. Bang comes in for Tobias Harris. And it's Green and for Alec Burks. Bang kicks to Favors. Pass to Cantor. Burke at 6'6", good quickness and ball handling ability, Clark, and he can play points in a pinch.
And Kevin, the Jazz asked him to play there at times in the past. Combo guard skills with legit shooting guard size. That's a lethal package.
Well, Tayshaun Prince, a terrific player in his time with that championship Detroit Pistons team of years past, but his decline over the last 5 years has been noticeable. Ever since he hit 30, it's been downhill.
The shot's good from Cantor.
You can always depend on him to put the pass right on the money.
And it's Smith missing.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots just have not dropped for him today.
Dang passes to Lawson. Now the feed to Green. And stolen by Prince. And here's Marshall from the arc. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from Green. Kicks it to Lawson. Poke loose. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. And for Prince, now 34 years of age, with this season and next left on his contract.
Yeah, still a smart veteran who doesn't make many mistakes. And but it's certainly clear that